So a few weeks ago, I did a video on Today I Learned Combat, and during that video, I talked a lot about slots. And after that video, Chris Plusk went in, Chris Plusk over on the Reddit, and looked for code to support it, and he found this feature in the debug. So he's got it programmed right now. He did a little mod for it to turn it on the built-in. So these are my 9 slots. There are 9 around me at all times as I'm walking. And on the left, it tells you, how many slots I have available. 9. Let's look, so we can make it out. I see 1 in color. 1, 2, 3. 3 available slots of the 9 potential slots. And that's the 3 that you see right here. 9 total potential slots. Normally, 3 are currently available because of positioning, and 0 are occupied. So let's do a run. I put on some OP shit just to make it easy, so we can focus on slots and how positioning affects it. So here's a corner. Corner is 3. Here is a wall, and what I want you to see is a wall is just 4. This spot right here and this spot right here are actually not occupied, and that are not available, and that is why it is so easy to wall scoot. The difference between wall scooting and cornering in terms of available slots is like 1, right? But at the same time, sometimes 2. But the important thing is that means we can run in 2 directions. We have a lot more options, and that's why wall scooting tends to be so damn powerful. You get almost all the advantages of cornering without having to corner. All right. Let's just do nice and casual. We're not going to really have much to say to the events. So I'll just try to push through nice and safe. See them? See them? They're already slotted even at that distance. So the second it gets them and activates them, it starts asking if it should have a slot. The reason the slot number keeps changing is because it keeps pathing to the nearest slot. Let's see what this is. 1, 2, 6, 7. They can't hit me from up here, but now they can. Interestingly, I've been hit here. Yep. So sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. Oh man. Guess I should pay a little more attention.
Alone again. At least I'm in better company now. Get your head down!
Okay. You know what? Let's hold in here. Also, thank you, Prop Joe, for making a mod that shuts off regrowth rocks so I can see what the hell is going on. Maybe we can get him to work on one that shuts off fire, too, so we can really see. %10 regrowth is nutty. Okay, we'll go back and examine that footage afterwards. Obviously, we could just back up. I haven't used Sword Dagger in so long. So right there, the fact that there's a slot system hardly mattered. But obviously it mattered over there.
Ammunition! Take all you can!
Let's sit up straight so we can go to the infinite. Get going. Just a few slots. Oh, this is frustrating. We listen to wait, see if it breaks. If it breaks, means we knew it was front. Based on this frequency, like the fact that there was 1, then a second one, we knew that there were 2 assassins alive at the same time. That's why it's so important to pay attention to sound. If I thought it was just 1, I would have died. Almost certainly.
Are you lost, mayflies? Where are you? Rats! Ogre! Rat ogre!
Easy peasy. Okay, slot system, no impact. I pulled out my ranged weapon before my strength pot, so right after my strength pot went, I would automatically pull out. Did I see ammo box there? I forget.
This must be a dead end.
So that after the strength pot drank, I would automatically pull out
Hush, Lumberfoots.
my ranged weapon.
Gas
Pack
rats.
front.
Think carefully. Spy a globadier.
Could everything else, but sounded like it. A good headset with good directional sound will make you much, much better at this game. Once you learn to pay attention to your sound. So right now we're getting close to the time where another horde should spawn. So we'll take a quick assessment. I saw no storm vermin, so I started it because I knew I'd be able to slay all this. And I didn't want to have to do a full horde. There is one over there. We won't trigger him until we're ready. And then we'll one-shot him. For fun. We are shaking the storm vermin such that when he gets in our sights, we're moving away so we get fewer slots. That's why KB is silly.
Storm vermin.
And that's why Hawkeye is silly.
Kill the vermin before it grows. Globadier's down. What was that?
You gotta kind of have to bait them till they stop moving, so they stop doing fine adjustments. But look how many slots we have. See how far away from the wall we can get? We have a problem. Just a little bit from the wall. We get one extra slot. So that's the big difference between here and here. Here, they'll try to block you. Here, they probably won't. You expect him up here.
There's a runner about.
Based on the call out, almost certainly to the left.
So many shots, such poor aim. Let's call it a better shotgun, lads. The gunner's dead.
Here or here. And based on the call out, for like the radius of the call out, I knew he was here.
Pale Queen, take them all. Have they no sense of discipline?
I think it was pretty clear from that how important a fast... Oh my god. I guess talk and play is a little hard for me. But how important KB plus fast attack rate is. Like how trivializing it can be for storm vermin. So continuing to move into the room like that, basically circling. How to explain how this works? You end up dragging the same density, and you interrupt it as it came up behind you, so it falls behind, and the new rats take on the slots the original rats had. So you just continue to stun the ones that are active, and then run away to space, and that's a new word we'll use. Maybe shake. How about shake? So shake meaning that they had a slot, and you do something, and now they no longer have a slot. So we shook the current ones. So we're hit stunning the ones that are in the slot, and we're shaking them before they wake up. We're gaining new ones. He could be front or back. That's why we're spacing.
A runner approaches. We got the assassin!
That was a double, I think. Actually, no, it's probably hitting his body. We're looking for columns. Columns are good. So we're shaking the ones that are currently active. And then bringing new ones in, hit stunning them, and shaking them. That's why circling works so well. We'll go far here to avoid this one burning. Not because we need to. I mean, with True Flight, we can just trivialize it. And the funny thing is, I'm not even trying to optimize my sword dagger play, and it's still destroying. Like, sword dagger is just so powerful. Alright, we're gonna wall scoot here. Now, we could just bomb or barrel, but I just wanted to demonstrate what's going on. Look at my slots. Look, it's like a couple slots at a time, like 3. The rest are just chilling. This is wall scoop, guys. Let's see if we can headshot this one. Takes a long time to learn how to headshot with that weapon. That's not gonna make it. No storm vermin, so we'll just start.
I'll take you with me, Rotkin. I'll show you how a doctor
Whoa.
of Loren dies.
That's an unusual amount of damage.
This mulch burns my throat.
Normally I would have taken that safer. We're just goofing around though. Straight wall scoop.
Another of these blackbirds
We're
comes
making
to challenge
distance
me.
from the storm vermin, so we're ready for them. Then we'll come up.
God's talons! Not all cruelties are equal, even amongst vermin.
Oh!
Leech alone! Come, black rat, taste steel!
Fuck it. Just go for the KB Brox. Alright, I don't see any storm vermin ahead, so we'll go ahead, go up here to minimize our risk to special. Unfortunately, it's not going to minimize our chance risk to attack Master though. We have to anticipate him and bomb him.
But these hurt rats love their toys!
Make it easy. I just triggered a storm vermin, so we'll poke out and shoot him. And we'll come back here to minimize our risk. Expect one more big horde in special spawn. So right here, obviously look at their slots behind us, but they have to get through us first. So by aggroing them and hitting them, I feel like what happens is they start attacking you and stop
Blades
trying
in
to
the
run through you.
shadows.
I feel like he must have been right here.
Blades
there
in the
is.
shadows.
I triggered him, that means he was in this room, and he has to come around, there's no other way. So based on that sound cue, I knew everything.
Hurry! This way!
It's totally possible for a storm vermin in the other room, and I won't have enough space to storm snipe him, so we'll wait, we'll clear.
Here is beating heart!
We're playing extra safe. No need to with this weapon, but... hoping for a bomb to go through.
It's up here!
I wonder if we could do this. I've always wanted to do this. Too many. It looks like we should be screwed, but we're gonna wall scoop. We'll get out of here. And shoot.
Time to go! Hurry up!
Okay. So what did we learn? If we're a little bit away from the wall, it opens up a couple slots. Shaking aggro and like manipulating who has aggro by they seem to go the closest rat to the closest slot. So by moving, we're moving after a rat has like done an attack or something and is going to be holding still for a little bit, or you bumped them or somehow hit stun them so that you can gain distance. You're going to shake that aggro. And you can shake aggro to shake storm vermin, which is great. So you can do target prioritization. You can either do them first or last, depending on your weapon combo. And also, by shaking them, you can do things like circling a horde. So by doing that, what you're doing is every time you come up to new rats, you shake the rats behind you. They lose a slot. I think the definition of shape we're using is they had a slot and they no longer have a slot. And we gain new ones, and we can move down the line, hit stunning the adds, the ones that are moving into the slots, and shaking the old ones to prevent surround. So even when you're in the middle of the open, you can be abusing the slot system. And lastly, I think what we noticed is that even though there are active slots and rats assigned to you behind those slots, if you're in a choke and you're holding it, and you're hit stunning them, and you're getting right up in their face, you're triggering them to attack, so they're not going to try to run through you. If they get too close to you or they have to go through you, they're going to attack you first. So you can hold chokes as long as you have enough control. And what do we mean by control? Control is like some product of how many targets you hit per attack and how fast you hit and how long the hit stun is. So how long you can keep them basically perma-hit stun. I also think we should have demonstrated through this how fucking easy Sword Dagger is and True Flight compared to other combos. Like it's very powerful. You just have to get used to the auto targeting and how to bait hits and use your dodge to make space so you can get the True Flight shots off when you need them. And how to curl around the walls, which isn't hard. And as long as you know where the spawns are, you can do a lot. What's the other thing? Voice callouts. Even in single player, voice callouts are really useful. Like I knew where that assassin was going to be based on it. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this was educational. Later.